Hi, it's me again with Corel Draw Tips and Tricks, and this is part 2 of this free software called MakeAbox. I couldn't stand it. I wanted to test it. I went out and tested it, and it worked perfectly. The joints are perfect. I like it a little bit tighter, but a lot of times you don't have to glue. But with a little bit of glue, and if you watched enough of my videos on how to clamp that down with that silicone tubing. So I'll put a link to the video to one of those. I'll put a link at the bottom of the video for that video. But I just made a 2x2 square box. And I used this right here, and I just typed in 2, depth of 2, thickness of the wood, thickness of the tabs. I left the kerf at 0.008, and you could play with that. You know, you could make the kerf a little less, but it fit perfectly. So here it is, just right here. It's makeabox.io/#, and that information is on my first video. And also you can have this box checked, and when you bring in that PDF into your file, so I'm going to import it, and it's MakeAbox 3, I called it. And it's changing the font because they're using a different font. But what it does, it even gives you some information for future reference, I guess. You know, the unit is in inches, 2x2x2. Thickness is 0.125, which is 1/8 inch plywood. Your notches are 0.25, your kerf. I don't understand the stroke or the padding yet or the margin, but it's pretty cool. And like I said, so you bring this in, and what I've done, and because once you break this apart, once you ungroup it, it ungroups every little facet. That's not going to work to rearrange to put it in like to this figuration. So what I did in the first video, I'm going to set my nudge distance on 3 inches, and I'm going to take the Smart Fill tool and I'm going to fill that in. I'm going to nudge it over 3 inches. And then nudge this one over the other way, and then maybe nudge this one up and over. Then, if you left this ungrouped, or if you left that group together, you won't have any problem. You can just delete that box. Like I said in the first video, I have found that the Smart Fill tool does not add to the kerf or make it anything, and you can see I grabbed that right there. And then you can just delete all that, and then just left click, right click, and it is a hairline. It's a pretty cool device, and then just line them up into a configuration and save you a little bit of wood. But it works, and it's for free. I hope that helped a little bit. Thank you for watching.